Hello everyone and welcome to this week's edition of Women's World. Today is a very special edition of the program because we're going to be discussing a very important topic regarding women, that is the Pink Taxi, a new project that has been launched here in Egypt, in Cairo in particular, with the aim of protecting women from sexual harassment. And this project has been successful so far, but it faced a lot of challenges. So we will be discussing everything regarding this project in details. But first we're going to take a look at the press. Stay with us. And our first headline reads, the Arab Women Council grants Jordanian Minister of Trade and Industry the Golden Distinguished Shield. A delegation from the Arab Women Council headed by Mrs. Lina Al-Daghlawi granted Jordanian Minister of Trade and Industry Maha Al-Ali the Golden Distinguished Shield. Marking the occasion, Mrs. Lina said that the Arab world, despite the current crisis, is currently witnessing a remarkable increase of women occupying decision-making posts. Meanwhile, the Jordanian minister underlined the importance of women occupying ministerial posts. Activists say Kuwaiti women capable of competing with men in parliament. Former parliamentarian Dr. Salwa Al-Gassar said that the experience of women parliamentarians was very successful, referring to the fact that 4 women won seats in parliament in 2009 in Kuwait. This came during a seminar held by the Legislative Unity Bloc under the title Women and Their Role in Politics. A number of people supporting women's issues attended the seminar, including Minister of Justice and Islamic Affairs Yaqub Al-Sana. Women form half of Canada's new cabinet, including a Muslim female minister for the first time. Canada's new minister, Justin Trudeau, on Wednesday promised big changes for the country after nearly a decade of conservative rule as he was sworn into office, almost 50 years after his father took on the job. Trudeau unveiled a new-look cabinet, equally split with 15 men and 15 women, featuring some political veterans and some fresh faces. Former Native Chief Jody Wilson was named Canada's first Aboriginal Justice Minister, and for the first time, the new cabinet includes a Muslim woman, Mariam Munsif, who was born in Afghanistan. And moving on, India allows women pilot fighters and 108 to fly helicopters. India's Air Force commander said that the door is now open for women fighter jets and fight battles as India trends to give more responsibilities to women. Many countries assign women fighter pilots, such as the USA and Pakistan. Recently, India courts ruled that the army allows women more opportunities in permanent military posts instead of a 5-year term. Welcome back. Now it's time to take a look at the main theme of this edition of the program, which is the Pink Taxi. We're very much honored and delighted to have with us the initiator of the project, Mrs. Reem Fauzi, a tourism expert. Good to have you with us, Mrs. Reem.
Hello.
Well, before we get into the details of the project, the challenges that faced you, let's take a look at your profile and then we'll be right back.
Okay.
Welcome back. And before we get to know more about the projects, let's get to know more about the initiator of the project, Mrs. Reem Fawzi. Mrs. Reem, could you tell us a little bit about your educational background? What did you study in the beginning?
I study business from Faculty of Commerce and Business Administration. This is the main study. And then I take some courses, masters in leadership and management in the American University.
That's great. How did the idea of Pink Taxi come to you?
It's come from the society because after January 2011, we have many things happen in the Egyptian society. Actually, the women don't feel safe in the society. So we need a safe transportation for women. So this is the main which make us take this idea.
So you first initiated the idea, or the idea came to you when you found that many women in our society are facing the problem or the phenomenon of sexual harassment, and they needed to feel safer in order to move from one place to another. But I think that this was not as easy as you thought in the beginning. What were the difficulties that faced you?
Many difficulties. First, to find the girls, find the girls who can work. Yes, the drivers who can work in the project. This is the first thing we face it. But after the announce of the project and many TV and many journalists talk about this project, we found girls come to us to work as a drivers.
But I think due to cultural barriers, not so many families agreed that their daughters or their girls would work as taxi drivers.
This is in first, but finally, many families accept their daughters to work as a drivers.
Okay, let's take a short break and then we'll be right back. Stay with us.